So we're here with Olga and PokerOrg interview talking about her career, her life in poker, and a new ambassadorship that she just took on with CoinPoker. So it's nice to meet you, Olga.
Nice to meet you too.
What
Hi.
city? I mean, you're all around the world playing poker. What city are you in today?
Um, Actually, it's one of the rare of occasions when I'm not playing poker. I'm now in Madeira, in Portugal, just having kind of vacation. So
That's
not playing at
beautiful.
all. Yeah.
That's beautiful. I read you were the top earning female in Ukraine. That's pretty amazing. You've been playing poker for a long time. Can you tell me a little bit about your poker beginnings? What perhaps you loved about the game or who introduced you to the game?
Actually, this is kind of a long story because I'm playing poker for like 12 years or something. And unfortunately, poker is not that popular in Ukraine like in America, for example. That's why I'm the most winning women in Ukraine. Not too many women are playing. And unfortunately, it's not that popular like among people at all. For example, in United States, like every second person like was playing, was trying to play. And I remember first time when I heard about poker, it was from the movie of about James Bond,
Well,
Casino Royale. Yeah, where I like saw for the first time, found out about like some combinations, and my actually first time when I was playing, I remember it was at the university. My school friend just invited me to play kind of online for like play money, and
uh,
it was very fun. And I remember that I was like in love from the first sight. And the funny thing is that this play money, you cannot like win real money, but you can like lose real money in that game. And that was hilarious. And I liked the game a lot. And like I just was spending like hours finding out the information about the game, about the tournaments, about the people who play this game, like about the rules, about everything. Like I was just like it was kind of a hook for me, and I'm still there. I'm very passionate about the game. I love the game, and I love everything around like poker table. That's really my big passion.
well, yeah, I know those play money games. I've played them I've been playing poker since I was a teenager, but playing in those kind of play money games on some of the sites, nobody folds anything, right? You learn like
Yes.
nobody's gonna fold. So how did you approach your study of the game at that time? I understand, and I've worked with Eugene Kachalov. Did I say his name right?
Yeah, you said it
So
correct.
I really like Eugene. We've worked together a few times over the years, and understand he was one of your mentors. So talk a bit about that, having mentored by such a successful player, and also about your study of the game, how you approached it.
When I met Eugene, I was already kind of professional because I didn't have any other source of income. I was just playing poker and that was it. I moved from my small city to Kiev, to the capital of Ukraine, and I was like, I had to at least cover my expenses for apartment, for my food, and have some kind of money for buying. So at the moment when we met, I was already like a winning player. And I like it's difficult to say that he was my mentor. He gave me some coaching sessions.
Mhm.
Um, he was PokerStars ambassador at that moment, and there was some kind of promotion on their site um, for different people: Eugene, Vanessa Selbst, Elke, and Andrea Kari. And they had their students whom they were teaching. It wasn't like teaching for a long time. They were just giving us like several lessons, two lessons from them and one from Team Online. And after that, we had to um, like play some tournaments online and show the results. And who will show better results will win a package for the PCA. And that was it. And how I was picked, it was not like randomly he picked, I want to teach Olga. I had to win the tournament online, and then he we needed like to make some kind of video introduction, and then we needed like people should pick us. Why should we be these students? And I'm happy that first I won like this competition first tournament, then I won this voting or something, and then like I was Eugene student. And of course, having lessons from poker players of this level like is a gift. Like it's like it was it, even these two lessons gave me a big boost. I understood that like me as already a winning player and who makes money from poker is somewhere here, and Eugene, like the legend of the game, is there, and like he is making step towards me, trying to push me there. It was great. I
No,
miss those times.
yeah, it's really amazing. I interviewed Andrew Moreno recently, and this is a very successful player too, if you know Andrew. And has won millions of dollars playing. He's been playing the game a long time, and we had a great talk. And he mentioned, he reached out to Chris Brewer for coaching. He was in the interview.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I already think of Andrew as one of the top players. I've also went to a study session with him and Andrew Lichtenberger, and he says, "Wow, Chris just opened my eyes to more." So there's always more to learn, right? I mean, you're working with some of the best players in the world, and you mentioned Elke and some other players. So it's pretty cool. So how have you gone a bit about now studying your game and improving your game, maybe on a daily basis or weekly basis? How do you approach it?
um, Honestly speaking, I'm not the greatest student, and mostly like through all the years I was trying to play and then study through the game. Like, but nowadays it's not enough anymore, and if you want to show progress you need like to work on theory. Now there are a lot of tools like to study. You can study alone, you can study with someone. My favorite way of studying is just like I discuss my hands either with friends or like my poker coaches, and sometimes just spend time at like kind of solvers to check if I played right or not.
Mhm.
That's And of course I like to watch some poker videos, and thank God now there are like a lot of information, and you can like do whatever you want.
Exactly. Who are your favorite players to watch play the game? You played with some legends in the Game of Gold. Obviously, Jungle's one of my favorite, and Daniel was there, and just a whole list of amazing players, and Maria, of course. So tell me, do you have any favorite players you like to learn and watch from, or just enjoy their entertainment, like Jungle showing up in a Superman costume or something? Who knows?
I don't know, I cannot name anyone, because like I will give you the names, and then I will remember other names, and I would say, oh my God, why not? You know what? Now I'm very inspired by Victoria Lifshitz,
Oh,
and I'm watching the games with her, and she's playing like a lot. So I like to see her on Poker Go. Um, she's playing a lot, and while she's playing, I can watch also. Andrew Lichtenberger is her friend, and I admire like all guys who are there on the top. Like I wish I one day I will compete with them, and like when I watch them, I just that's like really entertaining for me, and like I'd like to be there one day and enjoy the game. And like I told you that I will not give you the names, but I want to play like Jesse Lonis. Okay,
oh,
he
really?
is my favorite. Yes.
Jesse has no fear, and I love his attitude about the game and his sense of fun. He like, bring it on, man, bring it on. So Jesse is a fun person to watch on Poker Go events lately, and I'm not sure if he even opens a solver, sort of like Sean Deeb. I'm not sure if Jesse cares. Does he?
He has his kind of natural instincts, I think. Yeah, and there are so many nice players. I'd like to be like to take something from them. Like I admire Jonathan Jaffe. He's
Oh,
great
for
player.
sure.
He he understands the game so well, and like all the guys who are playing Triton, they are also very good in technical stuff. Like so, yeah, there are so many role models over there.
No, I think you're going to have to study for a few more hours a day. Then you're going to catch up with Stephen Chidwick and those guys. So
Of course, of course.
Victoria, I don't know how much work Victoria's put in. And obviously, she's one of the developers of Octopi Poker with Andrew and Nick Schulman and Chidwick. But she's an amazing person. I've had a chance to talk with her, and just a really and watching her game soar in the last couple of years with just study and some mentorship. It's fun to watch. But you've looking back, I see that you've made caches, 12 years ago. Can you tell me? Our editor sent me some of these questions because it brought to his mind, like, when was her breakthrough in poker? When did you feel like you've arrived or began to develop part of your game, going, "Wow, I guess I'm pretty good." When do you ever like a moment where you go, "I think I can play this game and do well at it"? Was there a breakthrough moment?
There was one. As I said before, that I was a winning player from the very beginning, especially if you live in Ukraine, where you don't need like to earn too much to live a decent life. And I was happy enough not to have like big downswings in my career. And I remember that my life kind of not changed, but like my approach became different after I won my first six-figure score in Panama. I finished second, and I was thinking that that was like what I was playing before. That was not serious. Now I'm like on serious game, serious arena, and from this moment I will be like real professional. Of course, I was wrong. There were different stages in my career when I was like playing less, when I was paying attention more to entertaining part of poker, when I was ambassador of different poker rooms and I was doing a lot of media stuff. For example, when I started streaming, quality of my game like went down a lot,
Hmm.
and it was like swings because I like to stream and I like to play, I want to show results, so it was like kind of different. But yeah, in 2014 or 2015, I think I started to take it really really serious.
Yeah. Oh, you actually went pretty deep, and a friend of mine won the event you went deep in, Faraz Jaka, who I'm curious what you picked up from him. You got what, third place in the WPT, the WSOP shootout, correct?
Yeah, 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 he
And
won.
Faraz has been at the game for a long time. I interviewed him back when he was known as the toilet because he played a lot of flushes all the time. Anything suited Faraz would play, right? So, but he's also a very, very good coach. So I'm curious, what did you pick up anything from Faraz at that final table, and what did you learn from making that final table?
Honestly, I don't remember what I learned from exactly that final table. I knew him before, I played with him before, I liked his style. Um, I admire people who play a lot of hands and do it in a nice way. They are not just punting off the chips, they think about every hand. And I like all my life I was playing pretty nitty because when you play like very narrow range, it's like you're making less mistakes, and it was kind of my safe way of playing. And people like for us, they are playing like wild, they are playing very brave, and for that you need to be like concentrated on the game all the time. And as I mentioned, I played with him before, I liked his style, and I'm happy for him that he finally won that bracelet in this um, like really difficult format of the game, shootout. And I lost a thought what I wanted to say about him. Throughout the years he was playing, he was a good coach. What I learned from him,
It's okay. I was just
like
curious. It was
I
a
I
pretty
I I
That's
lost.
okay. That's just having a conversation. Yeah, I was proud of him. I did his first cover story back in the day, and he's not shy. He came up to me at a big event in LA and said, "Hey, you need to write a cover story about me." So Faraz is not shy. So watching him play, did you open up your game? You talked about playing more hands. That it's nice to play more hands, but did you open up your game a bit, or are you more sneaky now, or did how did it affect your game watching Faraz play? Perhaps.
um Actually, all the final table, all the players were great. And I remember a lot of hands from that final table. and like I understood that like though they are great players, I can like compete with them, and like somehow I finished third. So I was showing also not the bad game probably during all the tournament.
What do you mean somehow? You got third. You did great. You got to give yourself some credit. I don't see poker players need to pat their back. I've seen some great players and fun players up and coming. Jessica Verling and some other players, Hannah, talking about, oh man, I finished third or second. Jessica just got second at Poker Go and she beat herself up. So rarely the best players in the world will tell you, rarely do they get a chance to win. But if they get that top three, that's what they're shooting for. Winning is nice, but you can't beat yourself up for getting second or third. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So what?
But
Go ahead.
we play like to win. Trophy is very important, and like second place is very disappointing. And I was happy that I didn't finish second. I finished third, and that was better.
Second would have been disaster, huh? So, okay.
I mean, I finished second like a lot of times. I'm very bad at heads up. I know that, and it's at the beginning it's such a disappointment. Like when you were so close to like take it all, but after all, second place is very good. Like in this,
Uh,
so.
oh yeah, I mean, look at, I mean, Mr. Alex Foxen just got second, and he was like a 4-1 chip leader at the event in WSOPE. I'm sure Alex was disappointed, but at the same time, having talked with him extensively in the past, he's not scared to look silly, make a play that he needs to make in a moment, and I'm sure he's disappointed. Alex will win more bracelets, right? It's
Mhm.
going to happen to the best in the world. So right now, what are your ambitions in the game for the future, for the rest of the year? I assume you're going to play in some WSOP or WPT events.
Yes, definitely. December is my favorite month for poker because there are so many tournaments like you can choose. That's great. At the moment, I am having like kind of break of live poker because I had like really busy summer. I was playing every day during WSOP. Like literally, I was playing every day, and like sometimes I was playing like different tournaments during one day because I buzzed and I registered to another
Yeah.
one. And then I went for EPT Barcelona, and now I have like small break. Now I'm here in Madeira for retreat, and in December I didn't. First, I'll go to Dublin because we have our tournament with CoinPoker, and I'm happy that it's not like long, and I will have time also to explore Ireland. And in December, I haven't decided yet. I'm still thinking because these tournaments, like WSOP in Bahamas and WPT in Vegas, they are both so good. Um, so I just will decide like probably last moment.
Okay. It just made me think about the big game. Is there a Game of Gold Part 2 coming up? Are you involved? Can you give us any kind of hint or anything?
I heard what they told me that they will definitely make kind of season two.
Mhm.
But like as long as I understood that I will not be there.
What,
they
what was that? They said you won't be there?
yeah, they are going to change the format a little bit, and they said that probably they will invite some people who were on the show but like had like really small time. For example, like team clubs where Daniel was,
Right.
um,
And Jason.
like and Jason Kuhn. Yes, by the way, I admire Jason Kuhn a lot as
One
well,
of
and
my
I
favorite
forgot.
players. Yeah, I agree.
Like
Totally agree with you.
he's Cristiano Ronaldo of the game. He's the best.
No,
How I
Jason.
forgot his name, I don't understand.
You don't want to pick on Sean Deeb at all? Everybody else
Sean
picks
Deep.
on Sean
I
Deeb. I mean, come
I
on.
had a conflict with Sean Deep, so I will not mention him.
Now that you mention it, you mentioned it, so you got to talk about it. Come on.
I mean, I don't want to go deep, but he doesn't like my approach to poker, so no comments. I'm
Okay.
just joking. He is making jokes of everyone who is selling action with the markup. He says that it's not fair. It's not fair to the guys who are buying this. I don't agree with that. That's my approach. I just don't want to comment his approach. Like he can do whatever he wants. Like that's it.
That's okay. He's not shy. You're not shy.
That's
Tell
true.
me a little bit more. You've gathered a great following. Oh, excuse me. Meant to ask you, what was your favorite moment from Game of Gold? I remember one moment, but I don't know if I should talk about it. But what was your favorite moment from Game of Gold? But-
Favorite moment of Game of Gold. Oh, that was long time ago, really.
Oh,
And
you
um,
sure? I remember you distracting Charlie Carroll in a certain way,
oh,
wasn't?
come on, that like
I'm not going to talk about it. It's too controversial.
that's not controversial at all. I
I've given
mean,
you. I'm teasing. Love Charlie, and he has a great sense of humor. So, and he should have worn a shirt. But other than that, I think Charlie's amazing. So,
you know what? Charlie is challenging me to have like heads up battle with him again.
all
And
right.
I said to him like, Charlie, like winning one time is not enough for you. And he said that cooler in you is not enough. He wants to prove his like total advantage. So maybe in future we will have a heads up match. I don't know.
So
Maybe,
this is
maybe.
like a premiere announcement: Olga versus Charlie, right here, right?
I don't
I,
know. Like heads up match is very unpredictable. Maybe I'll have a chance to beat him. That will be fun.
Well, you're going to have to hire a heads up coach. Give Doug a call or somebody like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Daniel got a heads up coach. Daniel's one of the best in the world. When he did the heads up matches, he got coaches. So talk a little bit about in your Instagram. You shared that you want to inspire more women to play the game. Can you talk a bit about that? And what do you think the biggest barrier at this point? I mean, I see women growing in the game. I've always been a big proponent of, hopefully drawing women to play more, and it's happening. So, what's your biggest barrier that women have to cross to feel comfortable in the game, and what's your inspiration there?
First, let's start with why I want to attract more women to poker because um, there are not too many women playing, but it's somehow people when they see a woman playing poker they want to support her, like, and in this way like we can attract more players, like more women, more more men, like, and it will be great. Unfortunately, I understand that this game is not that interesting like for women. Like I cannot say on behalf of all women of poker, but I think that women are less competitive and
Mhm.
they are not that interested in like in this competition, especially with men. And there are some barriers for women, and I don't know how to make it more attractive for girls, for women, because women don't like to first they don't like to sit all the time. They have problems with this. They need to do something.
Yeah.
Also, women think that poker is some kind of gambling, and women like they are very suspicious about gambling, and we need to like show them that it's not like total gambling. Like you can here win like with your head. It's like there is the element of gambling for sure, but still.
Right.
And like it's a big question how we need to attract. But I think that if like women like Victoria, like Kristen, they win some big event like main event or something, there will be like a really really big poker boom. I'm not sure that I can make it, but if somehow I win one big event, maybe something will happen.
Well, if somehow you don't get second, and
Yeah.
get all upset and leave the game. I've had a few girlfriends in my life who have been very competitive. So I don't know if I agree with you on that part. They want to kick my ass in whatever we do, whether it be pickleball or tennis or golf. They don't want to kick my butt. So they're pretty competitive. So that's pretty cool. So I read that you have some other business ventures. We'll talk about CoinPoker. That's I actually was curious about CoinPoker myself. But tell me more about. I understood you do have some other business ventures outside of poker that you're pursuing. Is that correct?
Oh, like what do you mean? Do I
I
have
don't know.
something like
Our editor said you have some other ventures outside of poker. Can you share more about that?
like
Is it,
your question is like what I do when I'm not playing poker or what?
Well, what you do, it'd be fun to know if when you're not playing poker. Obviously, you travel a lot, but also, do you have any other business ventures besides your relationship with Coin Poker, or are you starting no other business ventures?
Like, as I understand, business is something that brings you money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, no, nothing. But I
Oh,
have a lot of different other activities, what I do besides poker. And like, I'm enjoying my life. And um, as you said, I love to travel a lot. And like, nowadays, it's kind of, you don't need too much to travel to explore the world, and I'm happy with that because I love to see new places. I'm a big fan of food. I like to eat and
oh,
explore restaurants, cafes, everything, like local cuisines. And that's like what I like to do a lot. That's why I'm here in this beautiful island where I'm also trying not just eat but to make local food. Also, I'm a big fan of sports. I love to watch and to go in for both. I like to watch tennis. Unfortunately, I don't play well, but I love tennis. I love sports, and yeah, that's what all I like do: play poker or watch sports and travel for different sporting events, different competitions.
no, it sounds like a fun life. I think life should be an adventure. Why not, right? Wake up every day a new adventure, and it sounds like that's the life you're living. So tell me more. I am familiar with cryptocurrency for many years. I did a bit of a, we talked about it for a long time, longer than I thought, with Brian Rast, who's an expert in crypto and a proponent of Bitcoin. So can you share more about how what you're signing with CoinPoker, what it means to be an ambassador for them, and a little bit about their platform?
Speaking about CoinPoker, I'm very happy to join the team because I see really potential in growing, and that's great. I love the game a lot, and I want to attract more players. And I think that CoinPoker is doing like great thing because I see the potential. I see the plans of the company. I see the people whom they attract. Like, I mean, both like to technical stuff and both to the influencer. And I'd like to grow together with the company. And i I know about their ambitions, and I'll be happy to be a part of the company.
How can someone join CoinPoker or sign up to play? Can they find that on your Twitter account or CoinPoker? I think has a X account also. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they have an Instagram account. They can sign in like through my Instagram as well. I have link in my Instagram profile. Also, I have Twitter, and I also have Telegram channel. So yeah, like, anyone can join and play.
Okay. You are an ambassador with a pretty good crew of people at CoinPoker. What do you think about Pads? I mean, he's a pretty good player, right? I mean, he's okay. He just signed on as ambassador, correct? Have you played with him before? You know him well?
I know Pats for a long time, and he's a great person with a perfect reputation. And also, what I like about him that he has also big passion to the game. He wants it grow, and he is doing a lot of things just just because he's a nice person. He's not like doing this like to get any value from people. He's given so many tips like just free on his Instagram account. And he's doing a lot of educational stuff, and that's also great. And I'm happy to join him. He is like one of the goats of the online poker. And like, that's great that he is also he helped me a lot with the coin poker. And I think that's was one of like crucial things to join the team because I wanted to work with Pat.
I did read, am I wrong? I have a research team also. My editors send over questions for you that said you love to study literature. Is that one of your, is that wrong, or is they've got the wrong person?
No. You are with correct person. I was studying literature when I was at the university. Again, I was not the most diligent student, but still I like to read. I finished the university. I understood that probably I will not work like as a teacher of literature or something, but I still love to read. I love to read, and recommend everyone like it. For example, now, like, I was a big fan of fiction before. I was mostly reading fiction, different books. Like, my favorite were, like, I can name, like, Erich Maria Remarque. I was like, I could just read, like, my table book was it, like, his books. Also, from time to time, I like to read detectives, like, and
You mean
detectives.
like mystery novels, detective novels like that?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You have a
Like,
favorite au you have a favorite author?
my favorite nowadays is, I don't know if I pronounce it correctly because it's kind of not like really classic at the moment, but UNESCO, UNESCO,
Oh
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. He's amazing too. Yeah, I understand Nesbo. Yeah.
Yeah, but he, like, when you're reading this book, you need to think. Like, if you want to read like these mysterious books, but like you want just to have entertainment, I recommend James Hadley Chase. Like,
Okay.
he was, I remember when I was like a kid, like 10 years, 12 years, I was reading the books like a lot, his stories, and they were mostly about Florida, happening in Florida, Tampa City. And
Okay.
when I went there, I was very happy because like all heroes from his book were from that place.
Right.
Yeah. If I speak about nonfiction, like popular science, recently I was reading. Also, I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly, but Yuval Noah Harari.
Okay.
It's about, like, the name of the book was *Sapiens*, like short story of humankind or human.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm very sorry for my English,
Oh
but,
no, no, don't be sorry.
and
My
it's like,
my understanding of your language is very little too, so don't worry about it.
okay, this is like kind of like scientific thing, but like he is explaining everything like in simple words, and yeah, that's easy to understand. And what, like, I read now is more about psychology. Right now I'm reading the book,
Good for your poker game.
yeah, but like,
You're gonna have to translate it for me there. So
yes, I will. It's like, the name of the book is Women Who Love Too Much. It's not about the women who love someone. It's about their, when they are become dependent on something,
right.
like, and explain the nature of women. Robin Norwood. I just started it. I cannot recommend it at the moment.
No,
So I'm
I
just.
love to read I love to read myself. It's a long time passion since I was a kid. So there was one through line. We'll finish up that a couple times you said these words. I'm not sure if you're I want you to win the main event. So the only advice I can give you is you said you weren't a diligent student in school.
Yes.
You're not a diligent student with poker. So I think if you turn up the volume a bit and work with some great coaches, like I said, Andrew, reached out to Chris Brewer. I would want to see you, take down the main event or a big championship. I know you will. That's the path you're on. But I know these guys work many hours a day. That's my only advice. I really shouldn't be the one advising you because you've done very well in your career. It's exciting that you're with CoinPoker. Have you dabbled in cryptocurrency at all?
Say again.
Have you dabbled? Sorry. So you agree with me? You need to do a little bit more studying, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay.
And I'm lacking a little bit of discipline.
That's normal for all of us. Just got to. I don't like to write. I'm a writer, and I do everything to avoid writing, and then I just have to sit myself in the chair. That's the hardest part, right? So, I was going to ask you to finish up with coin poker. Were you a student or aware of cryptocurrency at all? Maybe in the last 7 years I've been. Some people have no clue. Is this something new to you as far as understanding how cryptocurrency works? Really new.
Yes, it's very new to me, and I'm very, like, it's very difficult for me to find out about something new, but let's be honest, crypto will be like part of our life in future. And like the better you understand it, the better for you. So we all need to go deep and study more about that.
I totally agree. And I'm excited about coin poker. I'm excited about crypto and poker and having that transparency of the transfers and all the things that have happened in the past. It's very exciting prospect. And I'm going to look into it myself. So thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
I
for
appreciate you
inviting me.
showing up. What? Sorry, go ahead.
I said thank you for having me here.
No, no, you were a lot of fun. And stay tuned and check out Coin Poker. And you can. Where can people find you on Instagram and Twitter? How do they find you?
On Instagram, I have very strange screen name, Amande Moi. I don't
Okay.
know, like you just can give my name over there, Olga Yermolcheva, and they will give the link. Like you can easily find me there. And
Same for Twitter or X.
my name there is Olgina Poker. Olgina, like slash poker.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're going to find you. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.